Hello everybody and welcome back to the final race of the season. This is the Constructors Decider, this race between Mercedes and Williams. Whoever obviously finishes at the highest point in this race will win their constructors for their team. Of course, we have got our reigning champion in today, LWS Yorkie. He is coming off the back of a third place finish last week at Baku. And we also have, of course, Snedden69, who came back off a win from last season as well. We've got LA16 Hamilton. He's back in the other Mercedes. They're going to be looking to finish strong today for the Constructors title. He's also going to want to hold off that third place from Bizarre Mike. He's going to want to also hold off his position against Joshua in the Alpine. They're on 143 points apiece, so they will be really trying to scrap for their points today as well. We do have a few reserves in today, which is really nice to see. We've got Itera Dwarf coming back again to replace Egon in the Alfa Romeo. And then we've got AR Minx replacing Sheen 11 in the other Alpha. So we've got a full reserve driver to accompany the Alpha seats. We've got Fister, who is making another return, replacing Jamie in the Alpha Tauri. Jay Clates 11 is also returning again from last week. He's going to be replacing Roman Tiara in the Red Bull. Nathan Nasri, otherwise known as Kirky, will be replacing Arash Alonso in the Haas, so he'll be making another return. Then you got C. Bradshaw, he's going to be in that other Ferrari seat as well. So we've got a number of people in the grid right now. We're just waiting for the final players to ready themselves up and get ourselves into qualifying. There is the grid as it looks at the minute. Everyone who is joined, everyone who will be racing. We have 20 full cars in this grid today, and hopefully Snedden is coming back off a win from last week, so they will be looking to possibly extend that further and maybe try and snatch that Constructors titles away. They are 16 points ahead of Williams at the moment, so they need a really good result in this race to clinch the Constructors titles from the Williams team. Now I'm going to see if I can attempt to get the... There we go. I'm getting the chat room up, so if everyone can hear me okay, and if everything looks okay on the stream, if you just want to pop in the chat that everything looks okay from your end, that will be fantastic to look at there, just to make sure everyone can see that correctly. But as we just get underway, I'm going to start qualifying in a couple seconds here for the Miami Grand Prix. Now we've got a lot of really talented, really good drivers. You already know from last week as well how out of breath these drivers decide to leave me. So hopefully they'll be just as exciting this week as well, and I have no doubts about that whatsoever. Obviously we've had a recent race by the F5 group, me being a part of it. I've never enjoyed this track myself. A lot of off-camber sections, very difficult to get the setup correct in this track, so let's see if anyone can crack it down in this week's Miami GP. Okay, so we are here at the start of qualifying for the Miami GP. We're going to be riding along just a number of the different drivers that will be competing in the qualifying. We're just going to wait now for drivers to come out of the pits. Obviously they're all going to set up and make sure that they have got their cars ready. As you know, Parc Fermé rules are in play, which means that the setup that these guys choose for their qualifying is the setup that they will be stuck with for the race. So they've got to be very careful with what they're going to be deciding today. We've got someone out. Who's that going to be? Ah, Bizarre Mike. He's the first driver out today. We'll put tyre up. There we go. And we've got Galaxy Connor as well in the Aston Martin coming out for his outlap. We'll stay on top of Bizarre Mike because he is in the main fight for P3 here against LA Hamilton. So let's have a look and just see what his lap's like. As we ride just on board with the driver. Hold on. There we go. Forgot my buttons. Okay. So let's watch here. Bizarre Mike challenging for third place in the championship. Obviously he's going to want a good result here. He's going to want to finish above Hamilton. Because as long as he does, I believe that he will snatch third place. Yep. He needs to be 5 points away from LA16 Hamilton to claim back third place. And hopefully make it a 1-3 for the Williams drivers in the championship. As we watch on here, see Bizarre Mike's lap. We'll do a little rundown. Obviously come down the straight here. It's quite a short little straight coming into a heavy braking zone into turn 1. Very easy to miss this apex. It's a blind apex, and as you come into the off-camber section of turn 3 and 4, you want to be careful on the throttle inputs. You don't want to end up putting the spin on the car. Then coming up into 5 and 6, very, very quick section, very similar to the S section in the US GP at Kota. Coming now towards turn 8 and then coming towards the long turn 9. Oh, what's happened here? Bizarre Mike suffered a fault. What's happened? He didn't seem to be having much power down there. Coming past second 2, this long DRS section here. Going to come into a very long, very wide braking zone here. Someone's had an off. Who's that? That looks like to be one of the Alfa Romeos. We'll keep on with Bizarre Mike till the end of this lap and see what kind of benchmark he's putting in. Careful of these little bumps there. Really, really easily tagged to spin your car. You don't want that in the middle of a race. Seems to be warming up his tyres there. Going past another Williams. Yorkie. Yorkie bringing out the yellow flags there into second 3 as he's going quite slowly there. I think Bizarre Mike is just using this lap to kind of gauge his system here. So we're going to go again. The first man to put a lap time out, it's going to be a 1:36.1. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what Yorkie's going to be doing. He's on his out lap. We'll stay on top of our championship leader here. Honestly, he must be absolutely ecstatic of winning the championship last weekend, but obviously he's going to want to win the double. He's going to want to win the championship and also win that constructors title as well. And that was a spin from Yorkie. That was a spin, as I said there, like I said, from the turn 3 and 4 coming out of that first corner. It's a very easy corner to loop yourself around. That is Kirky as well, and the other Haas putting in a 1:30.2 as a quick lap. That is very, very good indeed. We'll go and see who else is on. We have the McLaren of Piran Blaze. He's waiting and gaining some space so he can do his fast lap. Here we go, here's Fester coming on to another lap here. Turn 8, coming down into that long DRS section here. Laser Guns, well done, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm guessing you've been subscribed for 11 months, almost out of a year. Fantastic to see. Oh, what's happened here? Seems that Fester has got some form of damage or some form of repair needed. Seems to have fixed itself. See Bradshaw as well, and the Ferrari has put in a 1:29.0. Only the Destroyer 14 in at second place at the moment in the Alpine there for 1:29.5 for 4. Sorry, apologies. Mr. V Thomas getting in that slipstream of the slow AlphaTauri. Careful of this final corner here. This final corner can be A bit annoying. There we go. It's Harry Dwarf, Alfa Romeo, 128.7. Fantastic. Seems like people are getting the setup correct in this lap here. That's a 129.5 for the second Ferrari there. Only the destroyer coming down the back straight. This is a very, very long straight for the for sector 3 there. Slow it down nice and slow, and just slow on the power there. He's going to come into the pit, so he is. We'll have a look at LA16 Hamilton, who's also fighting for the P3 position with Bizarre Mike. He's currently ahead at a 130.6, but it seems like Bizarre Mike was only feeling himself out. Who is that? That's a McLaren. That seems to be a McLaren. Who is that? It was Ipswich Techers that had a spin there, unfortunately. Hopefully he can get back up and continue the rest of the lap and hopefully put in a decent time here. The LI16 Hamilton, he's going down the back straight here. Very, very long back straight, so if you are brave enough to run low enough wings, it will be a straight that you will make up a lot of time on. Heavy, heavy braking zone into the final corner. Make sure you don't loop the car. Don't hit the accelerator too quick. There we go. Nice and slowly out. There we are. See what kind of time he does. 130.0. He is now in provisional 7th place at the moment. He's doing it on the mediums. It's a very unique strategy call. I think it might be to go as long as he can in that race. Terry Dwarf is still in first position. Fister's gone faster in the AlphaTauri, 128.7. Seem to we're going to have a very mixed grid today of the teams because we have a lot of quick racers on today, and obviously a full car grid. Problems in sector 1. One of the Haas is just going slow. Yeah, just currently going slow there, allowing people going past. Very sportsmanlike there. Last week, I believe, was in the McLaren, so he was Kirky, and did very well, I believe. I can't remember the position. I believe they finished in 8th. I'll just have to double check on that. But done very, very well in the last race. Coming in today in the Haas. That's an AlphaTauri. And sector 3 here, what's happened here? What's happened? Where's that other AlphaTauri? We need to find him. Aaron Vish. I wonder what happened to Aaron. Keeping it nice and slow. One turn 8. Got the two Mercedes here, just waiting in the final corner. LA Hamilton lets 11.69 through. He's also on the mediums as well for this qualifying, so seems like that both the Mercedes are going to look at maybe trying to extend their stints and probably look to be a little bit quicker towards the end of the race. Have a look at your Baku race winner. Very, very quick little section here, as long as you can get it right. Ooh, a little bit wide there. Be careful, you don't want to be catching up a penalty or invalidating your lap. Coming down sector 2 again. The Alfa Romeo just in front of them. Maybe they can get a slight tow just coming down the back straight. Very wide, heavy braking zone. Again, easy to miss the apex on that corner. Got to make sure you are slow. You don't want to understeer out on that little turn there. Coming underneath the bridge, very, very clumsy section, but you've got to be careful not to spin the car out on those high curbs. Second to last corner coming down. The Alfa Romeo just moves straight out the way, so Snedden is not going to be able to get any form of a turn. Mr. Crunchy Bear in the Red Bull, he's done a 128.6. Got yellow flags out in sector 3. I think that is Mr. Crunchy Bear there. He's just slowing down, so he's going to have to get out of the way, otherwise he's going to have a very quick Mercedes coming behind him there. That was a really, really good lap, especially on the mediums as well. 129.0. He's in the top 5. Yorkie's in 8th place at the moment. He's about to go ahead to do an out lap here, so we'll go on top of with your championship leader in that Williams. Let's just take a listen to the cars. Coming down towards the end of sector 2. Hook the car in nicely into these next 2 little sections. Keep the car quite slow. Come around here. This is only his out lap, so he's not going to be obviously powering his car through the lap as he comes down the second to last corner. Come down the back straight. I know it's not the second to last corner here, but a lot of cars coming down the back. See what Yorkie can put in. Here we go. Go on the onboard now. We'll watch from the championship leader coming into turn 1 here. Again, very easy to miss the apex. Just about makes it. Very easy to loop it around these 2 sections here. Again, off camber section. He seems to make it through all okay. Come through this next S section here. Very quick again. Don't want to understeer on this next turn. Down to 5th. Don't run wide here. Make sure you don't invalidate your lap. You don't want to be doing that now, do you? There we go. We're at 30 seconds at the start of sector 2. Coming down this long back straight. Hit that DRS as soon as it comes up. Fantastic. Towards the end of sector 2, we are looking at a really good time here. Almost at 210 miles an hour before the end of this lap. Don't miss this apex here. You want to be able to keep that going. Remember, don't understeer through here. Little bit of a moment there. Now the final comes to section. Keep it together. There was a lot of curve that he's taken there. Now done back straight. No. I think Yorkie's pulled out of that lap there. I think he lost too much time. He's going to be warming up his rear tyres because they will be shooting up in temperature there. The Terradorf is still in, so we've just got AOR mates just coming down that back straight there. We'll have a wee look on there on board. Coming into the pits now. Because the 2 McLarens aren't doing too well. They're both at the back of the grid. Not anymore. Ipswich Techers 129.8. Very good lap from them. Oh, what's happened there, Mr. Crunchy Bear? Did not mean for that to rhyme. I don't know what's happened there. I think it might have looks to either have crashed out or to have just retired in the pits. I didn't actually see a notification come up. BB Bradshaw, what's happened there? There inside the pits. HRV Thomas is on his out lap. Who was that? Oh, that was LA16 Hamilton. Oh no, what? There's quite a few people retiring there. I think that might just be because they've done their laps. I think they've done enough there. Yes. A lot of people are having enough with their laps there. We'll have a look at Triram Blaze here. He's currently sitting in P20 at the moment. Not a really good position at the moment, but hopefully they'll be able to improve on that score. Galaxy Connor 1, didn't notice that there, 128.6 in the Aston Martin. And then Mr. Country Bear again, still in second place, 128.6. And there you go, McLaren's there, given a tow to try and better their lap time there. Let's see what kind of lap that Tree Round Blaze can do here with a tow, with help from their teammates. What kind of lap can they do? Wow, that is really, really good. 129.0, really good. And between the top 10, the time is so close. Everyone is within 1 second from the top 10. That is very, very good to see. Even the top 15, technically, top 15, there is 1 second between the top 15. That is really, really, really close between everyone. Really nice to see. We've got LR Blazer Guns, our lobby host. We'll have a look and see what kind of lap they are doing. Didn't have too good of a race last time out. Of course, in Baku, they had ended up bumping up their positions, as only 8 drivers finished that race. It was a chaotic race, so it was in Baku. Don't expect any less from Miami this week. See what kind of lap Blazer Guns is going to be doing today. Just letting people through. That is really good sportsmanship there. We like to see it. We like to see it. Now, let's see what happens here. No, he's just going to pit in. It's very surprising of Blazer Guns. He's going to allow himself to get kicked out of this session, and as he retires from this as well. As I see there, HRV Thomas 128.5. Really, really well done on his lap there. We've still got LA16 Hamilton on a fast lap there. Obviously warming up the tires, see if he'll go for another lap there. He's going to need to, because at the moment he's got Bizarre Mike up in 10th, so he's going to need to get a better lap together if he's going to fight for that 3rd position. See, Sned in 69 is pretty much guaranteed to keep his 2nd place there, so obviously the battle for 3rd is going to be very interesting. And at the moment as well, the 2 Williams would be ahead of Mercedes in the constructor standings, as it looks, with both their drivers in the top 10 at the moment. So LA16 Hamilton needs to get into that top 10, or at least into Q2, to give himself a decent shot in the Miami GP to try and bring home the constructor titles for Mercedes. Theodore still in 5th position in the Alfa Romeo. Really, really well done with him. 128.7. Passes that from LA Hamilton. 129.7. So let's see if he can improve on that lap. Nice little section here coming towards the back straight. Try and get the power down as early as you may dare, and use up as much ERS and hit that DRS as soon as you can. Q1 has now finished. Let's see what type of lap that Hamilton can do. Absolutely stellar performance from Hamilton there. 128.8, got himself up in the top 10, and keeps Mercedes in the running for the Constructors' Championship. Really, really good to see. See if there's any last minute as well driver changes between the grids. Let's see if anyone can improve on their time. Absolutely fantastic lap there in Q1 from HRV Thomas, 128.5. Galaxy Connor 128.6. Country Bear 128.66. Fister 128.7. The Military Dwarf is 128.7. 0.79. That is your top 5. As I said, incredibly, incredibly close. 5/10. That's what separates first place to 10th. 5/10 of a second. That is absolutely insane to look at. Really, really well done to the drivers. Let's have a look here. Well done to the drivers in the top 10. You can see here, a couple drivers got a couple penalties down there, but we'll see what that how that affects the grid. Look at the race director here. have Jake Clayton, that Red Bull, used up 3 soft tyre compounds, so it's not going to leave him a lot in the race there. Indeed, there are instances he has had his warnings. There's been a few, as you saw in there, a few penalties in there. So we'll see what happens whenever the grid gets reshuffled. Looks like it's going to be a wet race. I'm just informed, so it's going to be very, very interesting. A wet race in Miami can only go well. As we wait here for qualifying Q2 in the Miami GP. Make sure I'm turning up my volume so I can hear the game properly. Very, very, going to be a very, very interesting race, so it is. Oh wait, here we are. Make sure we are putting up what we need. What tire everyone's on. Perfect. Just waiting for the first of the drivers to come out here. Miami GP circuit, a very, very unique circuit. Again, it's another one of those circuits which are going to be anti-clockwise, I believe. Yep, anti-clockwise. Just had to double check myself there. We've got a Williams out, so we do. We've also got a Red Bull. We've got Bizarre Mike out again, the first one out. So really wanting to make a good impression here for his fight for third position. Kirky again out in the mediums today, so he is in Q2. Someone should probably let him know that the Q2 rule is no longer in play, but I'm sure he already knows that. He just doesn't want to be using his soft tyres for the race if he needs them. Radar Mike allowing Kirky to go through there. So you don't see any misbreakings here down this straight, because this is a very, very tough corner to get right. If you lock up, you're going to go quite far deep into the runoff area, so we will see what's going on with Kirky here as he makes his way towards the back straight there. A couple drivers on the mediums. You've got Snedden69 and the other Mercedes as well on the mediums, on top of Kirky as well in the other Haas. Obviously Kirky going to want to make a really, really good impression. As I just double checked, he'd actually DNF'd in the last race, so hopefully he can complete his final race of the season. Very, very exciting end of the season as well, and the next year will be I believe a full race calendar of 23 races. As we watch here, going to the onboard here, we watch Kirky take his lap now. Coming out towards the start of sector 2, again another really fast section here. Miami is a very difficult track to commentate on with the amount of fast sections there are, some of the slow sections and the S. Oh, what's happened here? Oh no! LA Hamilton, he's gone wide in the corner. I just caught that there at the end. That's not going to be good. He is on a fast lap there, so he's going to have to abort that lap. It's really, really unfortunate for Hamilton. Gonna need to let people by so that they can start their lap there. See if he continues on for another lap here. Looks like he will be going out sector 1. There's an issue. We'll have a look to see if Bizarre Mike's going to continue on completing this lap here. Kirky at a 129.4. Really, really good lap from Kirky, especially on the mediums. 129.8 for Mr. Crunchy Bear in the Red Bull. You see here Mr. Bizarre Mike. 128.4. Fantastic, absolutely astounding lap from Bizarre in the Williams. Again, looking to try and claim that constructors' titles away from Mercedes, as they are 16 points behind at the moment. He needs to cool down the car now, because otherwise the car's not going to be ready for another lap if he does decide to go out. Fister, 129.3. That is CB Bradshaw. That is a 128.4. That is a fantastic fantastic lap time for the Ferrari there. Keeping it nice and clean through the section here. He's got an Alfa Romeo behind him for company of It's Harry Dwarf. He's going to be looking to try and pick up a toe from that Ferrari car. 10 minutes left to go of this Q2 session. So far our championship reigning champion just coming towards the end of this section now. Getting towards this long straight. Try and get a wall draft from the edge of the wall there. Get the DRS. Very unique car, the Williams, so it is. Very unique livery. Unique driving style as well. Quite aggressive in that last turn there. Coming towards the pit straight. And that is a 129.3 for your reigning champion, Yorkie. Again, up in the top 5. Definitely where he wants to be. He's already done that time on the soft, so... really good lap time for him. We've also got a Ferrari and Hamilton there. Hamilton going to have to concede his position from the Ferrari to allow the Ferrari to go past there. I missed it. I missed if they did have a back and forth. It looked like they did. But again, the two Williams at the moment, as it stands, if they can carry this into the race, they will be your Constructors' Champions as well as your Drivers' Champion. So hopefully, well, they'll be hoping that they can keep this momentum going into the race today. 29 lap race here at Miami. Look to be a one-stop strategy. Typically going from hards to either mediums, or if you're looking for a more aggressive strategy, to mediums to hards. And obviously we will have a pit stop strategy pop up in the middle of the race from time to time, so you will get the updates on that. See Bradshaw on the Ferrari 128.4, Bizarre Mike 128.47, Hester in the Alpha Tauri 129.3, and LWS Yorkie in 129.37, and Kirky in the Haas on the mediums 129.4. That is your top 5, so it is. And once again, your top 10 near enough separated by just a second, just over a second. The LA Hamilton is just going to let some people through here. It's Harry Dwarf 128.014 in the Alfa Romeo, done very, very well. LA Hamilton letting the runner-up of the championship go through there. So Mercedes are going to need a good position here. Let's go on board here to Snedden69, see what happens on his lap here as we start his first flyer. Coming out of turn 3, coming into turn 4 now. Very quick section here, 4, 5, 6. Very quick S section here, as I've stated. Those curves are an evil sight to see, so let's be careful. Coming out of turn 7, coming down the straight of sector 2. Little kink in this straight here, turn 8. That's again a heavy braking zone towards this corner, towards sector 3 here. Again, very, very good result needed for Mercedes here. Careful of those curbs. Don't want to spin the car. And hit the power down as quick as you can in 4th gear towards that corner. So it's a unique strategy, an esports strategy there from Stetton. So maybe he knows something that we don't. Careful not to lock up the tyres coming into this and try to get off of the power as quickly as possible. Short shift. Towards the other line, what type of time can he do? 128.2 up into 2nd place for Stetton 69. A very good time indeed. So letting Stetton 69 just come through, slotting in behind him out of the pit lane. Didn't want to cause any issues there. Snedden let him through. He's obviously on a cool down lap. Got LWS Yorkie just coming off at the end of his out lap here. Going to allow some of the drivers behind him through the Ferrari as well. That Ferrari is HRV Thomas. Trying to get some heat into his tyres. We'll keep on with them. Very nice sight to see. The Ferrari, the Red Bull and the Williams as well. Still nice to look at. Kind lap is he done? 129.5 for Jeffrey Thomas at the moment. He's on a 2nd flyer lap to see if he can improve on his time. Terry Dwarf, of course, in your provisional pole position in Q2, 128.0. Snedden 69 at 128.2. C. Bradshaw's 128.4. Those are your top 3 as it stands at the moment. Again, as it stands, if Williams can take this momentum into the race, they will be your Constructors' champion. So Eli Hamilton is going to really need to get into the top 10 there as he lets the Mercedes past. Very, very mixed grid at the moment, so it is. As I said, we have a lot of very, very talented drivers. As HRV Thomas comes down this long straight here towards the end of his lap. About a 1 minute 20 so far. This looks to be quick. This could be a 1 minute 28. With a little bit of a movement there. Oh, might be. Yep, 128.7. Gets himself up to 6th position. LWS Yorkie does him better. 127.9 up into provisional pole. We're into the 127s now. Really, really nice to see. Obviously, the Williams are bringing the heat into this championship battle for Constructors. Your championship, your reigning champion at the moment. Got happening in the final sector there. You've got Aaron Vogsch coming out of the pits for another flyer lap. There's Vista here coming up, just about to finish another lap. Seems like he's had some problem throughout the lap, but quite a slow time for him. It's our Dwarf wanting to come on to another outlap here, maybe try and improve on his time. We've got a McLaren here, a tree ram Blaze, slowing down here. 2 minutes left of the session. We'll say a lot of drivers are going to be needing to get to the line as soon as possible here. A16 Hamilton on the onboard. Again, needs a really good position here, does not want to get knocked out of Q2. Mr. Crunchy Bear retired from the session. That is also the Mercedes and the Williams as well. They are happy with their times. They believe that they will be staying into Q3. These are my in 6th position, going on a night lap here, trying to improve on his time. Hopefully Hamilton does not get knocked out of Q2. It would be a major setback for the Mercedes team if he does, but believe me, this is a fantastic and very talented driver, so they will be looking to improve as much as they can. We're at 50-second lap time so far, coming into sector 3. And of course, that final straight is a quick section, and it seems like the Mercedes are very quick down that straight. They may be running quite low wings, but it looks like at the 1 minute mark at the start of sector 3, it looks to be very quick, maybe a 1 minute 20, 1 minute 29, even a 1 minute 28. Comes out the back straight towards the last few corners here. At 1 minute 20, this could look to be a quick lap, a 1 minute 20 lap possibly. Very, very close to the wall there. Let's see, 1 minute 28 goes by. 128.8, that's not enough. That is not enough to get into Q3, but he's just gotten down before the time had run out, so they can go for another lap, but they are not. They are accepting that they have been knocked out of Q2, so it's really unfortunate there. LWS Yorkie 127.9 into P1, 128.0 for Itara Dwarf, and 128.2 for Snedden 69. That's going to be a hit for the Mercedes teams. You've got both the Williams up in the top 10 there, so they will be starting decent for the race, so they're going to be looking to keep it clean into turn 1. Three-round plays. We've got Joshua Meister here coming towards the end of the lap. Let's see what type of time Joshua can do. Your F4 champion. 128.2 boosts himself into P3. Absolutely fantastic by Joshua there in the Alpine. And then you have Bizarre coming into the pits. He's in the top 10, does not need to worry. 3-round plays also coming into the pits. Everyone coming into the pits. No one believes that they can improve on their lap times. So your bottom 5 that have been knocked out is Galaxy Connors, Trayman Blaze, LA Hamilton, Jay Cleeds and Aaron Vish as well, all knocked out into Q2 today. Upsetting for these drivers here, but hopefully they can make their moves in the race. And that is Q2 over with. They've still got a few drivers out on track at the moment. Joshua Meister just coming into the pits there. Let's see Bradshaw as well. Just coming into the pits there. We've got someone, an AlphaTauri, going on for another lap. Can't improve on his time. Very, very good Q2 session there. Third place there for C. Bradshaw as we watch him come into the pits there. Just making sure I'm taking the picture of the race standings at the moment. LWS Yorkie in provisional pole at the moment. And have a look at what type of incidents we had. A warning here from LWS Yorkie speeding into pit lane. Invalidated lap time. Fister had his lap time deleted in one of the laps for exceeding track limits. Corner cutting and a Rish from for an invalidated lap time. So 2 lap times were deleted in this session. Very, very good Q2 session as well. Not many people did end up crashing out, which is always, always good and nice to see. As we go into Q3 here for Miami. I hope everyone's enjoying the broadcast so far. we'll be looking forward to the race getting started very, very soon. If you hear a double me, I do apologise. So wait for the drivers all to get ready. RSF1 core seems to have left the session there. Not too sure why. Maybe his connection has dropped. As we come into Q3 here, this is the session that matters the most for a lot of people. See who's going to be out. Everyone apart from Fister in the AlphaTauri starting on the softs. The AlphaTauri starting on the mediums for Q2 or Q3. Sorry, apologies. This is coming out on the mediums. Yes. Joshua Meister coming out behind him. There's the two drivers coming out so far. Joshua Meister wanting to get past as soon as possible here. Go on board to your F4 champion. So you maybe want to play a little bit of strategy with this one. Might want to stay behind and try and get some form of a tow. Maybe try and bump them up, try and get them towards the top 3 there. What's Joshua going to do? Is he going to pass, or is he going to lead the tow to gain as much of an advantage as possible through this lap? You see the speed of that Alpine. Yes. Gonna hold back there. The Terra Dwarf coming out as well. Snedden 69, the only Mercedes to make it to Q3 this time. See Bradshaw, both Ferraris are into Q3. Both Williams are into Q3 as well. This is your reigning champion. We got Bizarre Mike and the other Williams. So we've only got both Williams and both Ferraris as full teams into Q3. We'll see what type of lap York can do. You can see at the bottom there, he's probably underfueled his car to try and get as much an advantage as possible. Again, not in a championship battle for the drivers title at the moment, but is in a battle for the constructors, and he's going to need both Williams quite high up into the top 10 here to give them the best shot into getting the constructors title sealed. So the Williams just need to be 17 points ahead, 17 points on the Mercedes to take the constructors titles away. You can see here Yorkie's got a very, very nice hold on the car, keeping it nice and stable throughout this lap. So go through, believe it's just a purple sector 1, really, really good time. Going to be hitting 210 miles an hour down the straight before the heavy braking zone here. A few cars going slowly towards that last section. They're going to have to make sure they get out of the way. We got Bizarre Mike there on the night lap as well. Seems to be a very, very quick lap from Yorkie. 1 minute to, as we hit the back straight. Purple sector 2. DRS open. Fister 128.8. See if we can get back into the 127s. What kind of time is Joshua Meister going to do? No time on the board as of yet. 127.7. Very, very unique line throughout that corner to minimize the amount of distance between him and the line. That is a really, really good time. Very difficult, but there you go. Snedden goes one better. 127.6. Even with the driver's titles sealed and shut, these two still want to fight. That is CB Bradshaw there at a 128.4. Chris, as I said, 128.8, and Kirky there in the Haas 129.4. As we go on here to these are Mike coming down the back straight here. Very, very quick time, 1 minute 2 as the lap delta had it. see what type of line pace our Mike does throughout these final few corners. Passers at 127, 128.5 for Bizarre Mike. Not quite 127.7, but you can see the line he was trying to take to try and get that. You see he's running out of fuel, so he's going to have to go into conservation mode towards the end of this. Joshua Meister coming towards the end of his lap here. 128, 128.8 for Joshua Meister. Kirky coming down the back straight here. What type of lap time can he accomplish here? Just going to pop into the pits. Seaweed Bradshaw still going for another quick lap here. Or is he going to come into the pits? It looks like he might come into the pits here, yes. That is Mr. Crunchy Bear in the Red Bull. Speeding down this back straight here with 6 minutes to go left in this session. There goes the 127. 128.2 for the Red Bull. Really, really good time. It's Harry Dwarf does one better. 127.9. That's absolutely fantastic. Look how close those times are. He got the Ferrari of HRV Thomas coming out, making sure he keeps himself out of trouble. And he's got the Red Bull of Crunchy Bear behind him. He's going to need to get out of the way soon. Don't weave too much. You can see here he's also doing the same thing as Yorkie. As much fuel taken as possible. Joshua Meister. Probably ready to start another lap. No, go straight into the pits. Letting people go from the Ferrari of HRV Thomas. 5 minutes left to go in this Q3 session. So far, Snedden 69, Purple all around the lap, 127.6. Yorkie coming up behind at a 127.7. Then you have Terry Dwarf at a 127.9. You're only 1 minute 27 runners in this qualifying session. The two championship rivals there in 1 and 2. Obviously, Snedden would have wanted that different for the championship cider. But it's a good position to start off in, especially with the likes of the Williams behind them. He can hold them up and he can attempt to ruin their chances of that constructor's title. As we watch here, HRV Thomas going for his lap here. 4 minutes left of this session. Probably enough time for a lot of people to go out for maybe 1 or 2 laps. Depends on how many people think that they are safe. Kirky there just doing an out lap. Going down that back straight. A lot of people are putting less fuel in their car. These are Mike again. Another little out lap here. Mister here just ahead of the Ferrari. What's happened here to the Ferrari? He's had a spin. That's HRV Thomas has had a little spin there. That's not good at all. He's going to need to make sure he can get to the end of the lap here. Joshua Meister making sure he is keeping himself right. What happens here? Kirky coming in towards the section where HRV Thomas had initially spun. While keeping himself together. Joshua Meister, and behind him we've got Bizarre Mike making sure he keeps himself behind. Maybe he can try and steal a toe from Joshua. He's going to let Joshua go on ahead. Bizarre Mike's going to get ready to possibly improve on his lap. He's going to need the improvement. They need both Williams is in a good as a position as any. Off goes Bizarre Mike, will stay at the onboard. No, nearly no one's in the pits. The only people in the pits are C. Bradshaw and Crunchy Bear. They think they are safe for this session. 2 minutes left to go. Enough for another lap. Bizarre Mike doing very well to keep that car under control. Going to be coming up to a lot of traffic towards the end of the section. Goes purple sector 1. There's a Mercedes here. Mercedes are just going to let the Williams by, as they should. That's RSF1 Core X08 back in the session. That is good to see. It's a very quick lap from Mike here. Make sure he does not spin his car around. Not too much. 1 minute mark at the start of this straight here. There you go. 1 minute 2.72 tenths taken from his time. See how quick he can go get down the straight. What a high little wings they are running today. Fister there done a 127.8. He's now in third place. Bizarre Mike coming towards the end. He's going to be able to get a 127 in. 128.2. That's as fast as he can go. He's going to be in 6th place. He's going to abandon the rest of this lap. And as we look at see all the other drivers here adjusting their times. Got Snowden 69 still in first position, 127.6. LWS Yorkie 127.7 still. Fester back in with the 127s, 127.8. It's Harry Dorf for 127.9, and then Joshua there, UF4 champion as well, at a 1 minute 28.0. Still a lot of cars to cross the line. Oh no, that was Fister there. What's happened here? Is he out of spin, or is he... Yorkie going faster again! 127.4! Really, really good time there. 127.4. See, the next person to cross the line will be It's Harry Dwarf. He's going to want to get a better time than both of those drivers. He wants his provisional pole position. Kind of lap time can he do? 127.6. Very, very good to get himself into second place. The next driver here is Fister. He's going a little bit slower. So let's see. He's our Mike. You got Joshua Meister there. Oh, very, very close between you guys. Come on, keep it clean. So they're both going to come into the pits now. 1069 here. Mr. Crunchy Bear, is he going to go on and continue his lap? Yes. See what kind of lap time he can do. 1 minute 28.2. Stays in 7th position. See Bradshaw comes up to 5th, 128.5, 128.0. HRV Thomas can't go any faster. I'm going to abandon his lap. So as it stands at the moment, LWS Yorkie in provisional pole position for your race, 127.4. And you got Itari Dorf in the Alpha Romeo. He is at a 127.6. We will have the timing sheet come up now. Very, very good time there from LWS Yorkie, 127.4. It's Harry Dwarf at a 127.6 in second, and Snedden 69, 127.68. That is your top three. The rest of the grid there, Fister there, 127.8 in 4th position. 5th position, C. Bradshaw. 6th position, Joshua Meister, Bizarre Mike, Mr. Crunchy Bear, HRV Thomas, and Kirky as well. The Williams are in a really good position to try and fight for this Constructors' Championship, and hopefully they can try and seal the deal and have a double championship there for drivers and the constructors. be an exciting race for the Miami GP. A very, very good way to end off this season. As we just wait for the race to load for the Miami GP. That is not what Mercedes wanted. Their second driver has disconnected, not too sure why. And it is in fact raining, so everyone has their dry setups. The grid will start at 3 minutes past 9. And it is raining, as I said there, so this will be very unique to see how many setups are wet and how many setups are dry setups. Very good lap from Yorkie as well in qualifying. As we take a look at the standings at the moment, the constructor standings at the moment are Mercedes at 399 points and Williams at 383 points. They are 16 points behind, so they need a very good result to get that first position in the constructors. Behind them, Alpine at 169 points, and AlphaTauri behind them at 150 points. They are 19 points behind Alpine. AlphaTauri are. So if they get a good result, they could be in line to get that. But Alpine seems to have got third place in the bag. Alfa Romeo coming behind AlphaTauri at 137 points. It doesn't seem that they'll be able to really they will be able to challenge for much unless there is some miracle here. You've also got Terry Dwarf as well doing an absolute amazing job in that Alfa Romeo. So if he finishes high, Alfa Romeo will be very, very, very close to AlphaTauri. So that is a battle for fourth position there. Haas in sixth, 128 points at the moment. Both Haas drivers at the moment are in other ends of the grid, so we're not too sure what the outcome of that will be. Aston Martin at 105 points here in 7th place. They are kind of in the world of their own at the moment, with Ferrari behind them at 84 points. You got McLaren in 9th at 61 points, and you have Red Bull at the end at 48 points as well. So those are the 10 constructor standings at the moment. As it stands with the Drivers' Championship, you've got your reigning champion LWS Yorkie, 232 points. Snedden 69, 204 points. He is in second. He won't be moving anywhere. LA16 Hamilton in the other Mercedes, 148 points. He's got Bizarre Mike to look after. He's on 143 points along with Joshua Meister as well. So those two are going to need a good race if Bizarre Mike can improve. Both of those drivers have an opportunity to take that third place away from Hamilton, so that will be a very, very good battle to see. The next is quite a big jump to LR Blazer Guns here in 6th position with the Aston Martin. He has got the two Alphas behind him, but we've got the reserve drivers in for the Alphas, so there's not going to be any drivers' points awarded for that. You got RSF1 Corks in the Haas. He can make up some more points against Egon, but it looks like they are in 9th place. And then you got Mr. Crunchy Bear in the Red Bull. He will be most likely either in 10th or in 9th, depending on the outcome of this race. No one in the Ferrari, again, not racing today, at 36 points in 11th place. Jamie in the other AlphaTauri, again, not racing, but on 26 points themselves. Only Destroyer in 20th here. Or not 20th, sorry, 20 points with 13 points in 13th. And Galaxy Connor won, I believe, ahead of Only Destroyer at the moment in the qualifying grid on 19 points. They can snatch that 13th away. Arash Alonso, again, not racing, so will lose out most likely against HRV Thomas. He's on 17 points. Tiran Blaze at 13 points on the McLaren, and the AlphaTauri of Aaron Vish on 11 points there. Ipswich Checkers in 10th, and Roman Tiara, again, not racing, will most likely finish last in the driver standings here. but this will be a very, very good race to watch. There is a lot of drivers that will be battling, a lot of drivers that will need to defend. So as we just get ourselves ready for the Miami GP, we're going to watch the drivers now in their formation lap, just get themselves ready and to start this race today. So as we watch the drivers, we watch the Terry Dwarf in pole position. Might I add, pole position, I forgot there, LWS Yorkie had a 5-second penalty to go onto the grid. So, Terry Dwarf is in first position for the Alfa Romeo team. Sned in 69 in second, and that bump promotes Fister up to third. C. Bradshaw in fourth. As I said, very, very mixed grid here. They've still got both of the Williams teams ahead of that second Mercedes, crucially. And Joshua Meister is ahead of Bizarre Mike at the moment, so if he can carry that into the race, he will inherit third position in the championship, as long as Hamilton does not have anything to say about it. So 5 points behind Hamilton, Bizarre Mike and Joshua. So they need to finish at least 6 points ahead of LA Hamilton to secure third place. As it stands at the moment as well, the Williams would be the Constructors' champions for this race. But we will see what happens. It's a wet race, so it is a wet race at Miami. So very, very likely that something can happen, a safety car or not. 769, second place. Arvish and AR Minx, wonder what's happened there. They've been disqualified. They must have had some contact during the formation lap. And we'll go down the grid. Fister in third. See, Bradshaw does not need to warm his tyres up. He is a Kimi Raikkonen in this. Joshua Meister behind him in fifth position. LWS Yorkie and Bizarre Mike, the two Williams next to each other. Obviously, LWS Yorkie is probably going to want to help out Bizarre with his third place charge. Mr. Crunchy Bear behind him in 8th, HRV Thomas in 9th, and Kirky in 10th here. Galaxy Connor coming up behind them in 11th, LA Hamilton in 12th, Jay Clates in 13th, Arvish in 14th, but got disqualified from the formation lap. Core X1 in 15th, 16th Only Destroyer, 17th Ipswich Stickers, 18th AOR Minx, 19th LR Blazer Guns, and 20th is Triram Blaze. But as we just watch along the grid, we look at our race leader here. It's Harry Dorff, our pole sitter. We go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Miami GP final race of the season. And it's away we go, and we've got a number of drivers jumping the start there. That is not what we want to see at all. As we go down the street there, that is a 6 wide car grid. Oh, what's going on? No, the Haas there of Kirky seems to have possibly maybe have clipped in someone if the ghosting wasn't on. As we go, look at the amount of driver changes that are going on. We've got a load of drivers that have got drive-through penalties for jumping the start there. That is not something that we want to see. What kind of penalties we've got? 4 drive-through penalties for Only Destroy, Galaxy Connor, Aaron Vish, Sue Bradshaw. And we can see there's still battles going on down here. We can see Galaxy Connor trying to hold that position off from Only Destroyer here at the start here. Terry has got a 1 second advantage away from LWS Yorkie here. We've still got a massive battle, a massive train of cars. HRV Thomas overtaking there, Galaxy Connor in the Aston Martin. We've got again all of these drivers here. I'm going to turn this off and we can just look at the amount of penalties we've got. Look at the amount of drivers. We are still too wide, 2 by 2. We're going in towards this end section here. Joshua Meister has kept ahead of HRV Thomas, with Crunch Bear trying to make that position on that other Alpine there of Only Destroyer. Only Destroyer is sort of keeping up. Make sure you keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. That is very, very close racing here. You got Only Destroyer. Oh, little tap of the front wing there, and just down the back straight here. You can see here Only Destroyer just about get the better exit there. Bizarre Mike here, you can see down into ninth place here. He's going to try and get maybe try and make a lunge here. Kirky has just overtaken there. Galaxy Connor, and obviously going to make sure he doesn't lock up in the wets. Bizarre Mike is going to look for a good exit here. You can see here Jay Clates and LA Hamilton there are going back and forth here. LA Hamilton has gone down to 16th place. Aaronfish and Blazer Guns, they're going to be serving their drive-through penalty. All the drivers are coming through. You can see the pit stop strategy there as a one stop at lap 14 onto the inters, or if you want to not matter about your tyre life, it'll be about lap 9. You can see all the drivers here needing a drive-through penalty have all come through and served their penalties. And oh, we've just missed there. Oh, we've got a little battle here from RSF1 Core X08 and C Bradshaw. Very, very good little battle going on here. And we've got a spin. What's happened here in Sector 1? What's happened here in Sector 1? That is only Destroy. What's happened here? Missed out on that. He looks like he has been spun around. That is not ideal. That is not an ideal position here. But we have got a lot of battles going on. We've got C Bradshaw making a very good move there on LR. Blazer Guns very, very quick. That was very quick indeed. As you can see, as we go up throughout the drivers here, very, very slow train of cars going on. LWH okay, trying to make up that position here. As we go back here to the second Williams here, Bizarre Mike, he's still trying to get past Quincy Bear. We're going to see if he can try and make that position up again. As we go down towards the end of the grid, we've got so many drivers here. We've got a big long train of cars here. There you are, Minx, making sure they are tentative going towards the end of the lap. Galaxy Corner, and you've got these drivers around the back. Only Destroyer not really having the race that he wants, but hopefully he can improve. What was this here? Oh, we saw C Bradshaw, LR Blazer Guns, and LA Hamilton here. And you got Italian Dwarf doing the fastest out of the race, 139.0. Let's see if RSF1 Core can make a position move on LR Blazer Guns. What kind of move he's going to make? He's not going to be able to try and get past. Oh, just a little bit of a tap there behind from LA Hamilton. That was very, very close indeed. Just caught that at the end. Very, very close. These cars are very slidey around in these conditions, so you want to make sure that you are being as careful as you can. You got Core X1 here as we watch him go through the S section here. And see Bradshaw, Kirky in front of them. We've got a big train of cars going on. I'm going to look nice. Maybe C Bradshaw's going to be looking for a move here. Look at the speed difference between him and Kirky. Going on the outside here. Little dab of VRS. Very, very good move. Very nice, good and clean move here. So far, everyone else is keeping themselves out of trouble during this Grand Prix. Even though it is a wet Grand Prix today. So far, no safety car. Getting very close to the back of the Aston Martin here, the House of Core X08. Gonna see if we can try and get a better exit. What's happened here? Joshua Meister getting past Fister in the Alpha Tauri towards the end. What's going to happen here? Is he going to try and make a dive on? He's going to try and make a dive on towards the end. He's going to try and make the move work. He's not going to be able to. It is a wet track after all, Fister. You're going to have to try a little bit better than that. Maybe try on the outside next time. But that was a really good little battle that I just caught towards the end there. What's happened here to such techers? Oh, he's just overtaken there. Mates. Oh, they're trying to get past. Oh, a little bit messy. Try and keep it a little bit cleaner than that. Try and get a little bit cleaner than that. But the other McLaren there, Such Techers, has got in front of the other Alfa Romeo. Very, very good little move here. You still got these trailer cars here. You now got the McLaren of True Round Blaze coming up towards the end of these trailer cars. You got Hamilton, you got Blazer Guns, you got Core X08, and you got Kirky as well, leading that train of cars. You got the Aston Martin of Blazer Guns trying to get past. Oh, he's going to try to make a move on the inside here. Kirky not really going to make too much of a fuss over that position. He's going to let Blazer Guns through. That is Blazer Guns up, but that is Kirky again making up the overspeed there. He's got so much more ERS, but that is a really good move there on the outside. Very, very quick. What's happened? LA60 Hamilton overtaking the Haas of Core X1 and Tree Round Blaze as well. Swap positions. Very, very close racing here. There we go. Blazer Guns trying to move his way past. Oh, a little bit of contact. again, try and keep it clean, guys. Kirky has got a 3-second time penalty, just obviously for cutting the corners too much. You're going to make sure you are watching yourself with that, Kirky. You're going to need to really do gain some time on laser guns. There is not too much going on between the top 5 here. Jake Clates getting a 3-second time penalty for warnings. Oh, the McLaren and the Haas, they're trying to swap positions there. McLaren's going to get a better exit here. Is he going to be able to? Is he going to try and... No, he's not going to be able to. He's a little bit too tentative there. What's happened here? No! What's happened? LR Blazer Guns, has he been spun round? That is really, really hard to see. That is now a safety car, a full safety car. I wonder what's happened there. I only just caught a glimpse of what happened, so it looks like he has been spun around. There's driver changes here from Thomas, and must have been swapped positions under the safety car. Keep behind each other. Let's see if anyone wants to dive into a pit for another set of inters. Another free set of inters. Got a few drivers already in the pits. We got some of the drivers at the end. What have we got? We've got Aaron Fish, who's just come into the pits again. We've got Jay Clates as well, who's also popped into the pits. Only Destroyer is also doing a pit stop. Has also lost a bit of a front wing, so he's going to need to fix that there. Search Techers is getting a 5-second penalty for speeding, or a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. That is not what we want to see here. Make sure you keep underneath that delta to make sure you avoid that. He's got that red light as well coming on, so maybe he's under fuel to his car. As we go back here, few little back and forths between the Ferrari Victor V. Thomas and Joshua Meister. If we go from the start, here is your race leader, still your race leader, it's Harry Dwarf. And then you got LWS Yorkie keeping himself in second place. Very good race from him so far. 769 still up in third place. Going to make a little pit stop, free pit stop, why not? Very good decision. Fister there coming up, and then you've got HRV Thomas and Joshua Meister. Sin's going to lose a few positions here, but he's going to be able to catch up towards the end. He's going to need a new front wing as well. Wonder what happened there. Bizarre Mike up into 7th. This is not going to look good for the Mercedes. If the Williams can do a well enough job, then they will be winning their Constructors' Championship. Mr. Checkers is going to probably need to come into the pits. No. He's going to continue on, not serve his drive-through penalty here. As we just catch up towards the safety car here. There's a few drivers still coming out of the pits there. I think I see another Aston Martin just coming out of the pits. That may be Galaxy Connor, who's also switched his tyres. Let's be careful here. Aaron Vish in the AlphaTauri, just about missing there from the Aston Martin. Seems like these drivers there are not going to be doing too well. Let's have a look now between all the drivers that have come up. It's Harry Dwarf. Very, very good race so far from him. LWS Yorkie. Then we've got Fister as well in the AlphaTauri. Doing really well for the AlphaTauri. Very, very well. You got the other Ferrari. You got Joshua Meister. As it stands at the moment, Joshua Meister looks to be taking that third position away from LA16 Hamilton. In that 5th position. Hamilton is getting that extra point. Joshua Meister, I believe, will be getting 9 points. So if we can try and get Bizarre Mike or Joshua Meister into the top 3, he has a chance of stealing that 3rd place back from LA Hamilton. So we'll wait for the rest of the drivers to come up. Oh, there seems to be a back and forth between Jake Clates and Only Destroyer. What's going on here? Oh no, he's getting a little bit squirrely for Jake Clates there, hitting the gas pedal a bit too hard. You don't want to be doing that. as you go through. Safety car lap. There's only one safety car so far. It's not been as quick. Thank you very much, guys, for letting me keep my breath. Under destroying Jake Cleat swap positions there under the safety car. Jake Cleat is going to be coming into the pits, so he is. Top 3 drivers, top 3 teams. Kirky at the moment is going to be outside of the top 3. He's got that 3-second penalty that he still needs to adhere to. Jake Cleat will be serving his 3-second penalty in the pit lane right now. If we go back, we're looking at only Destroyer just wanting to catch up on that. And looks like Jake Cleat hasn't served his 3-second penalty just yet. I'm not too sure why that's happened. Oh, what's happened here? Kirky hasn't gone through, has left the session. What's happened? Has a connection dropped? What's happened here? That is not a good, sign for the Hatch driver. Ellie Hamilton in the top 10 here, very good. But as it stands, the Williams will be winning the Constructors' title. As a look, as it stands, Joshua would be inheriting 3rd position from Ellie Hamilton. So got the drive-through penalty from Ipswich Techers as well. And it seems like the AI might be taking over for Kirky and will make him serve that 3-second penalty. All the drivers keeping it clean. Very, very well done for the drivers for keeping it clean, especially in the wet conditions. It'll be quite difficult as well to keep the cars stable during these conditions, but it's always good to see that people are keeping it cool. Jake Cleat is quite far back from the pack at the moment, so I'm not too sure whenever this will get underway. Just going through all the drivers here. Very long safety car period. We're almost at lap 10. I have 11 laps to go in this Grand Prix. First safety car of the day. Maybe the safety car will be coming in again at the end of this lap. I would hope so. It's going to be a wild safety car restart, especially in the wet into turn 1. It's going to want to get the safety car to go as quickly as possible. The safety car is coming at the end of this lap. It'll be down this back straight. He's really going to want to cool everyone's tires down, especially in the wet. The intermediates, whenever they are cold, they are a really difficult tire to get used to. So, let's see. Doesn't look like that the safety car will be coming in. Yes, no, there we are. We got the notification the safety car is in this lap. So let's watch as Iterdorf backs the pack up. Everyone keep it together. There's a Red Bull there, just getting a little bit out of shape. And that was Iterdorf is releasing the pack as he fires away. You got LWS Yorkie getting up quite close towards Iterdorf. You can see HRV Thomas has just overtaken his Fister on the AlphaTauri. That is a very close position there. He's going to try back on the inside there. Is he going to be able to take a position back? Yes, Fister's going to be able to take back 3rd place there. You got Ollie Destroyer who's made up a few positions there on Ipswich Techers. And then you got LA60 Hamilton making up another position on Kirky on the inside there. Bizarre Mike has just overtaken there Mr. Crunchy Bear, and he's losing his positions. I wonder what's happened. That's very close towards the end of the wall there. Whoa! Don't be very careful, guys. Be very careful. It seems like there might have been a little bit of contact between these guys here, so hopefully there's not too much damage, but they are able to continue. That is good to see. That is the 2 Haas drivers. Oh, Haas teammates, they're getting very close together. Oh, they're very close. Kirky's going to concede the position between RSF1 Core X08. He's going to come back at him though, and he's going to try and gain that position back. And As you can see, oh, be very careful there. Tree Ramblers coming up into 11th place to take that position from the Haas driver. Snedden 69 in through goes. Snedden 69 taking up more positions again, made up 2 positions in one corner. Really, really well done for Snedden. Very close battle. Be very careful towards this middle section. It's a very slow section, so it is. Snedden 69 is going to need to make those positions up. They need to get both those Mercedes drivers into the top 10. As it stands at the moment, still though, the Williams will have won the Constructors' Championship, as the Yorkie there is still in P2. Very good position. The Bradshaw trying to catch up to LA Hamilton. Someone's off into the pits. That's one of the Haas drivers. RSF1, yeah, oh no, they've decided to retire. They've decided to retire. Wonder why. Must have been the contact that was made, and they might have not seen a point to continue the race. So that's really, really a shame to see a retirement there. Either that, or they had some form of engine fault. So hopefully they don't take that down too badly. But it looks like the AI has taken the Haas driver out, and oh, there's a driver stop here between Minx and Galaxy Connor. Oh, a little bit of contact. Might have lost a little bit of a wing, so let's keep it clean, guys. Come on, let's keep it clean. Galaxy Connor going to try and take that position back from the Alfa Romeo there. Very nice and cleanly. Oh, Joshua Meister and HRV Thomas trying to have a little scrap up here. Without me as well. Snedden 69 and Kirky as well. Snedden's getting past Kirky. Galaxy Connor getting past Aaron Vish. Aaron is going to try and get that position back from them. So far, HRV Thomas has made the position up on Joshua Meister. Joshua Meister is going to want to gain that position back as well. So much going on in this race. It's going to be very, very difficult to try and get through. Galaxy Connor and Aaron Vish again having a battle there. Triram and Kirky as well. Triram has got ahead of Kirky in the McLaren. Make sure we keep that clean and don't go into the back of them. Don't do it, Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen. There we go. Galaxy Connor is finally trying to get past Aaron Vish there. You got Minx as well coming up in the background. They are still battling for this 13th position, but it seems like Galaxy Connor has gotten that position down on the ropes. It seems like Ipswich Tech is... Oh, Minx is making a position down towards the inside of Aaron Vish in the Alpha Tauri. Look at this. Fantastic racing, but he's going to come back on the inside. Little bit of a wheel bang there. Be careful. He's going to have to try and back out of this, because he's going to try and keep it side by side towards the next order. He's got the inside line, but he's going to have to let Minx through and just concede that position. That was a fantastic little battle, so it was. Ipswich Tech, I just wonder what's happened to him here. He's having trouble keeping his car stable, so I'm wondering if he's having any wing damage or trouble of sorts. As we go through, we can see HRV Thomas. Joshua Meister just making a dive bomb there on HRV Thomas. That is a fantastic move, but HRV Thomas is going to have to go on the outside there. And he's going to try and make the move back, but he's not going to be able to keep that position. He's trying to keep his nose in, but Joshua Meister is going to keep that position back. That is only Destroyer making it past Minx as well, down on the inside of that same corner that we just saw Joshua and Thomas just come out of there. Thomas is not going to want to give his position up, but as it stands, Joshua Meister will be inheriting 3rd place from LA Hamilton. Bizarre Mike is going to need to do a lot to try and stop that there. And oh, that is Crunchy Bear. He has made the position on Bizarre Mike. Bizarre Mike just making sure he doesn't get past 769. Having a battle here with C. Bradshaw. C. Bradshaw on the inside towards the pit straight to see what happens. No! Oh no, that is not what we want to see. That is not what we want to see. We did not want to see that from Snedden, from the racer who was trying to defend for a championship. His knocked wheels with C. Bradshaw. That will be something that might be looked into. HRV Thomas is currently in the pits at the moment, so he's going to be trying the undercut on Joshua Meister. That is Triron Blaze getting past C. Bradshaw, and C. Bradshaw getting past again Triron Blaze in this tight little S section here. It's definitely not something that we wanted to see from 769. Coming out of that corner, there may be a penalty heading his way, so we might lose some positions from there. As it stands at the moment, they are doing well with the 2 Mercedes. They've got Bizarre Mike in their sights. LA Hamilton, as soon as he passes Bizarre Mike here, Mercedes can clinch this constructors title for themselves. So let's see what happens here in this battle for 6th place between the Williams and the Mercedes. All LA Hamilton needs to do is get ahead of Bizarre Mike, and I believe Mercedes can hold on to the constructors title. As we just try and cool down towards this lap here, we can see just at the back here we got another little battle with Minx and Vish. Didn't seem like Aaron was able to get past Minx in that occasion. See Bradshaw trying to claw back that those positions that he's lost with that contact with Snedden. Snedden and Ellie Hamilton. Oh, Ellie Hamilton is going to come into the pits. Try to undercut Bizarre Mike, so that means Lisa Snedden to try and attack Bizarre Mike. We'll have a look and see Bizarre Mike on a 12 lap old. 12 lap old enters. Seems like people are coming in for hards. If 2 seconds in for the mediums, it seems like the track's drying out. People are gambling for the hard tyres, so it'll be good to see. Joshua, it's unfortunate, a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Very unfortunate to see. We'll have a look and see what kind of tyres everyone's going on. 14th to 18th position, they're all on the dry compounded tyres. 4 of those drivers are on the hards. And what's happened here, we can see here, I just saw Bradshaw just getting past Kirky there, just missed it, just there. Kirky's going to try and make that position back. Bizarre Mike, 3-second time penalty for track limits. We don't want to see too many of those. We want to make sure we make this nice and easy to determine the Constructor Championship, because Snedden 69, he's going to try and make a dive on here. How many people are going to come into the pits as well? That'll also be something very unique. Is Snedden 69, he's going to try it on the outside here. Bizarre Mike, is he going to be able to? Does he have the chance? Oh, we've got something happening towards the end of sector 2 there. Might have been a little bit of contact. Bizarre Mike pulling into the pits. We've got the top 10 drivers all peeling into the pits for dry tyres to go as long as they can. Medium tyres for It's Herdorf, medium tyres for LWS Rocky. We've got some position changes here of Bizarre Mike. Joshua Meister up into 4th position, just ahead of Mr. Crunchy Bear. Got a lot of position changes in the pit lane. We'll let the pit lane sort itself out, and we'll get back to you. We've got It's Herdorf and LWS Rocky and Fister on mediums, all going to the end. Joshua Meister on the hards as well, and going to preserve it as much as he can. Mr. Crunchy Bear on the mediums as well. Snedden and Ellie Hamilton. Oh, what's happened here? Minx and HRV Thomas. Oh, what's going on? A little battle here coming out of the pit lane here. HRV Thomas gets that position back from Minx. That is a really nice little move there. We can see coming into the S section as well. Just take off the tyres as we just look at see what kind of penalties we are looking at here. Alexi Connor, 3-round Blaze. 3-round Blaze is going to try to make a position here. So he is. Makes the position on Galaxy Connor in the Aston Martin, trying to cover off as well for to avoid a switchback move. Seems like the 2 Mercedes drivers have switched positions. Joshua Meister still struggling to try and get the power down on those dry compounded tyres. We got a lot of drivers coming in towards the end. We've got 3-round Blaze and Kirky as well. They both got 3-second time penalties, or Kirky's got 3-second time penalties. He does not want to get lose any further positions here. Going further back down here, DRS has been enabled. And looking a little bit further up as well, got the 2 Mercedes drivers here. We got Joshua Meister. We got Bizarre Mike down in 9th at the moment. So as it stands at the moment, it looks like the Mercedes drivers will be able to hold on to the constructors title. As we look, the 2 Mercedes drivers are getting quite close. I wonder if team orders will play in here, because Ellie Hamilton is trying to hold off Joshua Meister in getting 3rd place from him. As it stands, I think Joshua Meister will just be behind him. It's Protectors doing the fastest lap of the race, 1:35.6, snatching that extra point away from the top 10 here. We can see back here there is a lot of drivers coming around the back. Big train of drivers, so let's see if these guys can keep it clean. Very quiet race so far. Only 2 retirements or 2 DNFs, which is good to see. Always good to see. We'll go back and see the 2 Mercedes drivers are getting quite close. Joshua Meister is going to have to watch his rear view mirror for Snedden69, who's going to be coming up in 6th place. He's going to have the DRS behind Joshua Meister. And then Hamilton will also have DRS. No, he will not. It's a little bit of weaving from Snedden69. That is not something we really want to see. LWS jockey the fastest top of the race, 131.6. Right after the entire dwarf coming towards this pit straight here. It seems that Joshua Meister has just about got the run on Snedden69 at the moment. He's able to keep him at some sort of distance. Snedden does not need to overtake Joshua Meister. He just needs to keep within the 3 seconds of Joshua, just so that he can inherit that position and further his charge for the constructors' title with LA Hamilton. We got LA Hamilton coming up behind two drivers there. We've got a little battle here going on between Kirky and the McLaren here of Trini Ram Blaze. Trini Ram getting very close to the behind of Kirky, and then you got Galaxy Connor as well, bringing up the rear between those 2 drivers as well. We've also got Snedden69 coming up towards the back end of Joshua Meister. Kirky again, another 3-second time penalty, and he's going to try. Oh no, he's Hadaway looking decided against it there. Kirky has made a few more seconds ahead of Tree Ramblaze. Snedden69 desperately trying to get past Joshua Meister, might have him down towards his back straight, so we will stay on board to these guys here. We have got the Williams of Bizarre Mike trying to get ahead of C. Bradshaw. He got here Snedden69, Galaxy Connor, 3-second time penalty, 4 track limits. That is some overspeed that this guy's got, that Snedden's got on Joshua Meister. Makes the position down, tries to go on the inside, go and have a switchback move for Joshua, try and get the power down a little bit quicker. Oh, that was a very late move from Snedden. I wonder what happened there. A little bit of lag. Must have spooked Joshua a little bit. I would be too, don't you worry. Luckily, no damage whatsoever at the moment. You got the McLaren here. Tree Ramblaze getting very close to the back of the hat of Kirky in 92 as well. Kirky's got 6-second time penalties, so he does not need to overtake Kirky, but he can just keep behind him and keep safe as well. Looks like we got a little bit of biggest. Oh, I don't know what I was saying there, but Galaxy Con getting squeezed very close to the wall there by Tree Ramblaze and the McLaren. Maybe some little bit of dirty driving, but it is fair racing, and Galaxy Connor ends up making that position from Tree Ram Blaze on the inside, and we'll see if Tree Ram has a better exit. He does, and he's getting the overspeed. He's using the ERS to get past Galaxy Connor. We're going to have a swap positions here between 11th and 12th here. You've got Bizarre Mike, who's finally got away from C. Bradshaw, made a very, very bold move here, and that's Ipswich Techers again getting another 3-second time penalty for track limits. We've got 12 laps left of this race. We've got Bizarre Mike up in 8th. He's making it very difficult for those Mercedes drivers to solidify those constructors titles. And you can see here, C. Bradshaw. We've got Joshua Meister making it past again, Snedden69 going on the inside there. Very, very close. He's going to try and squeeze him on the outside here. Yeah, very close. C. Bradshaw getting past Bizarre Mike as well. Oh, it's so difficult to try and go between the 2 battles here. Snedden69 going to try again on the outside here of Joshua Meister. Joshua Meister going to squeeze him towards the outside. That is very, very good defending from Joshua. He's going to be on the inside then, but he's going to be on the back foot here over those curves. They're very hard to try and keep the car stable. That was very, very good racing here between Snedden and Joshua. It's a shame as well. We've got we missed the overtake from C. Bradshaw on Bizarre Mike, but we've got 2 races going on at once. Bizarre Mike is still very much very close to the behind of C. Bradshaw, and we got Snedden here. He's still very close to Joshua Meister. Joshua is trying to scramble onto that position and hold onto that position as best as he can. We got Bizarre Mike as well coming up. We've got something going on in Sector 3. What's happened in Sector 3? What's happened in Sector 3? Ipswich Techers, what's happened? What's happened? I didn't actually get to see. I didn't actually get to swap over as quick as I can, but it seems like F-Force Techers has DNF from this race. I wonder what's happened there. The AI is going to take out the car as well, and they're going to have to possibly get a safety car out. Not too sure what's going on with the AI at the moment. Coming down towards his back straight here. We've also got Bizarre Mike as well, and see Bradshaw. This is a very difficult battle to notice, but we can see here Snedden seems like he's going to try and make that position on Joshua Meister. Joshua makes his move. Snedden goes down to the inside as well, and he makes his bold move. Joshua is making a big dive on towards the sea. If he can try and get the switch back towards Snedden 69, no, and maybe he can get a further position towards this pit straight. And we've got another battle going on between the McLaren and the Aston Martin. Joshua seems to be making a good move down the more towards the inside, trying to slow up Snedden and put him back on that curve there, but Snedden's going to be able to take that position. Joshua's going to try and keep his nose in. This is a fantastic battle that we are watching here. Very, very good battle. And oh, we've got a little move here. Oh, Tree Round Blaze was trying to make him the move on Kirky there, and we've got Bizarre Mike getting in the inside there. Obviously Bradshaw very, very quick, going to be very careful. Fantastic little move there from Bizarre Mike to get himself up to 8th place. He's still got a little bit of work to do. I know you've got LA Hamilton and you've got Joshua Meister here trying to make that position back up on Snedden 69. You've got Galaxy Connor making that position on, oh, Tree Round Blaze has spun. He has had a spin, so that's why he's lost that position there. And Joshua Meister has got ahead of Snedden 69. They're still trying to have a battle. Snedden's going to have to go towards the outside. Oh, that was very close, but Joshua's trying to get his elbows out as best he can. It's very difficult to try and keep up with as many battles on the track, but so many good battles are going on. It's so difficult to try and get to everyone. Joshua seems to have got a little bit of a better exit, a little bit squirrely towards the exit, so the Sin might have an upper hand down this straight. He's going to get the DRS. He's going to possibly try to make this move stick. LWS Yogi fastest lap of the race, 130.7. Yeah, Joshua's not going to be able to do much, too much to savour this. He's going to try and maybe get a better exit towards this. Coming out, he's definitely got a better exit here. Coming onto the pit straight, he's going to try and get the position back from 69. This is fantastic racing. Coming in, he's going to, oh, a little bit of contact, I think. LA Hamilton watching in the sidelines there. Careful there, Snedden. You don't want to be cutting them off. Towards this S section, still going at it. This is a fantastic battle between Joshua and Snedden towards this little S section. You got LA Hamilton coming up behind to try and keep his championship position from Joshua. Oh, Snedden's going a little bit wide. He does not want to go too wide there. Joshua is fighting as if he does not have his time penalty. Obviously, he has to make sure he gets enough time ahead of Snedden after this. He's going to see if he can try and make another dive bomb towards the inside here, and as he makes that move, is Snedden going to try and fight that position? No, but he's going to try the switch back because Joshua goes a little bit wide, a little bit deep into there, but Joshua makes it because Snedden goes wide on that corner again, and towards that the clunky last section here, we still got Bizarre Mike behind C. Bradshaw. There's so many battles going on. Two Mercedes drivers almost collide. Joshua Meister gets a better exit towards here now. You got LA Hamilton as well, going to be falling into this DRS straight instead of the 69. Seems like Joshua is a sitting duck with this at the moment. Joshua's going to try and make as much of a defense as he can, just around the outside, trying to make them go the slowest way possible. Joshua keeps his position, so it looks like Joshua has solidified his position here at 5th place. So we just need to increase his gap to Snedden. Hopefully Snedden does not. No, Snedden thinks twice about that move. That's right. LA Hamilton is looking to make that position up on Snedden. Maybe Snedden. Oh no! What's going on here? No! What's happened? No! Joshua Meister gets spun from behind. I don't know what's happened there, but it looks like Snedden may have spun Joshua Meister. That will be definitely looked at from the stewards. This is not something that is wanting to happen. From the position that I looked at, LA 16 Hamilton, it looked like Snedden may have tagged Joshua and spun him, so he might have a penalty coming his way. That's definitely not what Joshua wanted, but he's going to obviously try and increase his time on Kirky. He's still got Bizarre Mike. He's dropped a little bit of time for Steve Bradshaw. He's got the two Mercedes drivers, and he's still got the drivers up here. Kirky has gotten past Joshua Meister. Joshua Meister is not going to be happy at the moment, but Kirky has got a 6 time penalty, so if he can keep ahead or keep within 6 seconds of Kirky, he will just inherit that position there. So he will. Obviously, there may be a sewage investigation for Joshua Meister. From what I could see, Snedden69 seemed to have spun him. He seemed to be very close, but I can't see. There may be some more angles that will be submitted towards the stewards, but definitely not something we want to see, especially in a battle like this. You've got HRV Thomas trying to catch up against Galaxy Connor towards this back straight here. Let's see what happens here towards the final, this pit straight here. That was a fantastic battle though, between Joshua Meister and Snedden. What's going to happen between the Mercedes drivers? Is there going to be a swap? Because LA Hamilton is going to need that position. What's happened here? What's happened here towards Sector 3? Three-Run Blaze is going to have to come into the pits. It seems like he's lost a little bit of wing. I don't know what's happened there. Don't know what's happened towards Sector 3 with Three-Run Blaze. I think he might have had... No, he's retiring! He is retiring from this session! I wonder what's happened. Because there's no wing damage. No wing damage whatsoever. His car's being held. Obviously the AI will take over, but he did retire in the pit lane. Did in fact retire in the pit lane, so I can confirm that. Oh, Joshua Meister making a move again on Kirky again from the outside, and Kirky's going to try and get that position again and towards the inside, but he's not going to be able to. Kirky's obviously got the speed over, Joshua Meister's got the speed over Kirky there in the half, so he's able to keep that move and make that move stick. As we watch as well towards the... Oh, got LWS Yorkie getting very close to Harry Dwarf. Harry Dwarf has been leading every single lap of this race, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So be careful, Yorkie, you don't want to end up spinning out on that car. Kirky make the position back on there. Oh, what's happened here? What's happened towards the end? Seems like Aaron has a wee spin towards the end of the lap. And if we go back towards Yorkie and Harry Dwarf getting very close towards the back end. Let's have a wee look at this championship battle for first place there. Yorkie wants to obviously complete this season on a high. He wants to be able to win this race. He's getting very close to his territory. This is going to be a leader change. Yes, it is. On the inside there, Yorkie makes that position stick. Harry Dwarf has to concede that position. You can see back there, Jay Clayton and Aaron Vicious swap positions as well. Harry Dwarf is not going to want to give that position up anytime soon. Towards the back straight, he's certainly going to want to try and get that position back. Aaron is in the pit lane. Harry Dwarf is going to come in. He's going to have the DRS on Yorkie as well as the ERS. So this will be a very difficult defense for Yorkie. Let's see what happens if he can make it. Joshua Meister has gone past Kirky again on the inside of that corner. It seems to be a very favorable place for the overtakes of this race at the moment. With 6 laps to go, the race is still going. It's still alive. They still got Bizarre Mike still trying to make the position up on Steve Bradshaw. LA16 Hamilton still trying to gain the position back off his teammate. Snedden, Kirky here, we got Galaxy Connor as well. You've got HR Thomas falling in behind him. You've got the 2 Mercedes drivers getting very close. LA Hamilton is going to obviously be send 69 to move aside to allow him to gain a position. Snedden does not need to gain any further championship points, whereas LA Hamilton does. Bizarre Mike and C. Bradshaw are still in the battle here for 7th place. You got Joshua, Kirky, and Galaxy Connor. He's making a little move on Kirky. See if he can try and make a lunge down the inside there. No, he thinks better of that move there. He's going to obviously back out of that. Terry Dwarf is still about 3/10 behind Yorkie. Terry Dwarf has got a 3-second time penalty. No, he's got a 3-second time penalty for track limits. That is not going to be good for his leadership charge. He's not going to be able to get the lead and gain off that. But look at Terry Dwarf is in control of his position. Yes, down the back straight there. He makes the position on Yorkie, and so glad I was able to get that. Yorkie now knows that Terry Dwarf has that 3-second time penalty, but he's going to try the switchback move on Terry Dwarf. He obviously needs to keep within the 3 seconds of the Alfa Romeo to secure the win, but I'm sure he already knows that. Very good racing so far. So far you've got Mr. Crunch Bear and Fister in their own little races at the moment, so they're keeping well out of trouble. LA Hamilton still behind Snedden 69 and obviously losing time. He is obviously very, very quick. He's quicker than Snedden, but he's losing time on the 4th position, so he's going to lose out on that. Bizarre Mac is dropping back from C. Bradshaw. He knows he's got a 3-second time penalty, but he is currently 8th at the moment. Joshua Meister, and you've got the Kirky and Galaxy Connor behind them as well. Very, very quiet back there. Nothing really happening so far. Ali Hamilton really, really going to need Snedden to move over if he wants to continue his charge. At the moment, he will maintain his 3rd position in the championship. And as it stands, it looks like that the Mercedes may be able to keep their constructors title. I'm not too sure what the calculation is, but that is something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. It seems like the Mercedes will keep that, but as long as Yorkie does not win this race, there's no chance for Williams to be able to win the constructors. And you can see here we got Kirky as well trying to make a move again on Joshua Meister. He's got the overspeed. He's going to try and make a dive down the inside. He locks up. He goes too deep. He goes too deep there. Bizarre Mike is effectively pushing C. Bradshaw in there, and something's happened. Something's happened. Oh, Kirky, he set off the yellow flags off in the second fleet, and you got C. Bradshaw trying to come back there. Oh, it's getting squeezed on the wall there by Bizarre Mike, but Bizarre Mike's going to have to concede that position. He just does not have the speed that Ferrari does down the straights, as well as the DRS. Oh no, there's no. See, Bizarre Mike is locked up. He hit the back end of Bradshaw and ended up spinning him around. That is not what you want to see. That is definitely not a good angle either that I've given. I do apologise, Bizarre, but that might be an angle that will be used against you. And oh, what's happened? No, the two Mercedes has collided. It looks like LA Hamilton had spun Snedden 69. That is not looking good, because as it stands at the moment, the Williams will steal the Constructors' Championship from the Mercedes. That is not what they needed. They needed the teamwork. They needed to work together. But as it stands at the moment, that is not what the Mercedes needed. And if LA Hamilton loses his position against Bizarre Mike, and Bizarre Mike can keep ahead of LA Hamilton, it will mean that Bizarre Mike will take the championship position away from Hamilton, I do believe. But this is definitely not something that Mercedes wanted at this time. But it looks like Bizarre Mike is able to get really close to LA Hamilton. He's going to want to try and gain that position back. Snedden is quite far back away from Bradshaw. That is two drivers within the same battle, within everyone that will be looking. And Galaxy Connor has gotten past Joshua Meister as well, and Minx as well, gotten past Kirky. Kirky's going to try and make that position back on the inside, but he's not going to be able to. He's going to try and understeer, but he's going to try and keep aside. He's not going to be able to keep his nose in there. But Bizarre Mike, you've got Steve Bradshaw. Bizarre Mike is going to try and make a move, maybe a dive bomb towards with LA Hamilton. LA Hamilton's trying to force him there. That is, pushed him on the outside there. C. Bradshaw, in comes through C. Bradshaw. He makes that position back. That was a little bit of a opportunistic move there, Bizarre Mike, but he's through there. He's made that position. Hamilton's going to try and go back. No, he's just made some contact. He's not able to get through. Snedden 69 is behind LA Hamilton. This is a fantastic last three races. 769 coming up behind LA Hamilton. I wonder what happened between the Mercedes, because all I can see there, little bit of a lag going on. LA Hamilton then loses that position against Snedden. Bizarre Mike is in obviously behind C. Bradshaw at the moment, so as it stands, C. Bradshaw will actually, or Bizarre Mike will actually end up in 8th. So LA Hamilton looks like he has secured his third position, third place finish for the title. Let's see what they can do. Oh, a little bit of a chance. No, off the track. Snedden 69. He can't make that position, because if he did, he would have to give it back. Right behind Bizarre Mike trying to make that position. LA Hamilton. This is a fantastic race between these four cars. These four drivers here. They are doing absolutely fantastic. There's been quite a few bumps and scrapes, but it looks like Snedden 69 might be able to make that position up on Bizarre Mike. Bizarre Mike, a little bit of a move there, but I wouldn't call that a late move. I call that a reaction. But Snedden still makes it ahead of Bizarre Mike here, and Bizarre Mike is going to try the switch back here. Snedden almost brake checks him, and he hit the back of him. Snedden 69 loses grip there. Well, it looks like they're going to try and fight towards the pit straight here. S09 was really slow towards that second to last corner here, so Bizarre is obviously not going to want to lose out on that position here. LA Hamilton right behind him, and Bizarre really almost sniffing that gearbox of Snedden69. I wonder what Bizarre is going to be able to do. He's very low on the ERS, so he's not going to be able to. Kirky and AOR Minx are fighting there. Minx is going to try to make a position. Be very careful, be very careful. Keep it clean, guys, but Kirky is able to keep that position. But Minx seems to have the overspeed here, and she has plenty of ERS to be able to take that position back from Kirky, so we'll come back to them. Bizarre Mike is still trying to gain that position back on Snedden, just to kind of damage control his own time penalty there. Both Snedden and both Bizarre Mike and LA Hamilton has a DRS, so Bizarre Mike are really trying to go for the position there. You got 2 laps remaining towards the end of this lap here. This has been some fantastic racing, so it has. It's allowed C. Bradshaw to be able to gain some time on Snedden as this battle goes on. What's happened in Sector 2? No, what's happened in Sector 2? Joshua Meister, HRV Thomas. Seems like Joshua Meister has spun. That is so heartbreaking to see. Seems Joshua Meister is not going to have a chance to be able to get 3rd position. I think he will be moved down to 5th position here. Bizarre Mike will move up to 4th position. At the moment, LA Hamilton seems to be continuing on, and he's going to try to make a move here. He's going to try to make a move on Bizarre Mike, and he makes the move done. Let's see what happens here with Bizarre Mike. Coming down towards the first corner here, gotta be very, very careful. Little bit of contact, but they are all through. And Snedden, no, Snedden has made a mistake. He's spun. That off-camera section is definitely going to be a section there. But look at that, Bizarre Mike is going to go around the outside here. Going around the outside of LA16 Hamilton. Even though he's got a 3-second time penalty, he is racing like he does not have that 3-second penalty. Galaxy Corner is ahead of Snedden 69, and at the moment the Williams will be able to steal that constructor's title, and if Bizarre Mike can keep ahead of LA Hamilton, they may be able to steal back that constructor's title, but we'll see what happens here. Oh, a little bit very close to the wall. Bizarre Mike, very, very, very aggressive strategy here. He's going to try the switchback move to try and make back on LA Hamilton, and it works. He's going to have to go around the outside to try and make this position work. LA Hamilton, I do apologise, LA Hamilton is making it very difficult for him. Bizarre Mike is trying everything to try and get past, forgetting he does have that 3-second time penalty, but as it stands at the moment, Snedden is 8 seconds behind, so Bizarre Mike will be in 7th position. There is a high chance that Yorkie, you've just seen that there, Yorkie has won this race. I'm getting too caught up on all the battles so far. What's going on? Let's see if Bizarre Mike can make that position up on Yorkie. It's not on LA Hamilton. It's not going to make a difference. He's going to end up in 7th place. Snedden is going to end up at 8th. Galaxy Connor is going to have to concede his position. He's going to end up in 10th. So he is. LWS Yorkie is your race winner. That was an absolute insane race. Absolutely fantastic job from everyone. It's Yorkie is your race winner with 25 points. And if I just double check, I need to double check who has had the fastest lap. If we look, fastest lap actually goes to Aaron, so no one in the top 10 gets the fastest lap. But I think, as it stands, I think the Williams has snatched that constructor's title away from Mercedes. That is fantastic. That is fantastic to look at. But we'll obviously get all the confirmation as all the drivers go. LA Hamilton definitely deserves that driver of the day, but there will be a few stewards reports, so we'll see what the constructor standings are after all the stewards reports come in. There is going to be a lot of clips being sent in today, especially with the Mercedes seemingly making contact there. But if I just take a picture here of the standings, that was a fantastic race, a really, really good race from everyone. And as all the standings adjust there, we can see all the incidents here. There's been quite a few incidents, as you can see. A lot of warnings, a lot of DNFs, a lot of drive-through penalties, but so far there hasn't been too much in the form of damage. Only 3 DNFs, I believe. But your winners your winner as well, LWS Yorkie in the Williams, and then Itera Dwarf and Fister are your top 3 teams. Now there will not be a post-race interview, unfortunately. Just with the teams, unfortunately, we're not able to get a post-race interview sorted. But that was an absolutely fantastic race, and as always, all the highlights will be posted up on the RSF1 YouTube channel. But it's been absolutely fantastic to sit there and watch and just witness the amount of races, the amount of wheel-to-wheel racing. It's been unreal, so it has. So again, I want to thank everyone who has called in, everyone who has taken part today, everyone who has taken part in this season. It's been absolutely fantastic to see the amount of good races we've had so far, and it's been fantastic to see the amount of people who have been taking part as well. Congratulations to LWS Yorkie for the Drivers' Championship and also for the Constructors' Championship. As far as what I can see, as it stands at the moment, Williams are the Constructors' Champions, but we will get confirmation on the full Constructors list once the reports all come in. So as I just put everything on, I will go through your entire grid. Again, fantastic job for the top 3 teams here. Obviously, your winner of this race, LWS Yorkie in the Williams here, and then in second place, it's Harry Dwarf in the Alfa Romeo. In third place, Fister in the Alfa Tauri. Very, very well done for him. In fourth place, Mr. Crunchy Bear in the Red Bull. In fifth place, you got C. Bradshaw in the Ferrari, and the battle for sixth place went to LA Hamilton in the other Mercedes. Bizarre Mike keeps his 7th place finish, and Sledden69 ends up in 8th after that spin on the final lap. HRV Thomas gathers his position up in 9th, getting an extra couple of points there in the Ferrari, and in 10th, Galaxy Connor in the Aston Martin, picking up that last championship point. Outside of the top 10, you've got Minx in the Alfa Romeo in 11th. You then got Only Destroyer in the other Alpine in 12th. 13th is Kirky in the Haas. 14th is Joshua Meister in that other Alpine there for you. After Joshua Meister, you got Jay Clates in the Red Bull. He's in 15th place. 16th place will be Aaron Vish in the Alpha Tauri. 2 McLarens then come up. Prix Ramblers coming up in 17th. Swiss Techers in 18th. RSF1, of course, it's in the Haas 19th, and LR Blazer in 20th. They are the ones that ended up DNFing. So once again, it's been a massive honor to sit and commentate on these final 2 races of the season. Once again, everyone, all you guys in this race has left me without any breath whatsoever. I want to say thank you so much. It's been an honor so far spectating, and I'm looking forward to spectating and to commentating this F3 division within the new season. So as far as that goes, that is everything from me. Again, massive thank you for everyone who did pop by, and anyone who had a wee watch. I'm sure you guys were entertained as much as I was. But we will see you again in January for the new season. So good luck and enjoy the holiday off. Bye.